Hey guys, it's Hailey, and today I'm going to be filming a plan with me for the first week of school video. I did a full school year planner flip through in like May or early June, so I'll have that link down below if you're interested. It is a goal of mine this school year to try to do like a monthly plan with me video. They may look different from month to month because obviously as you go on in the school year, you become more streamlined and things change and your planning style might differ a little bit. But for today's video, I'm gonna just sit down in my paper planner and kind of transfer what I've done on my computer into my paper planner, because throughout the summer, I will typically, whenever I'm in the mood to like plan for back to school, I will just open up PowerPoint and kind of create a little chart of all my ideas for back to school, the things I need to teach, like routines and procedures and like the get to know you activities. My new thing at the end of last year was typing up all my plans on PowerPoint and my planner inserts and printing it. So it was kind of digital planning, but I still made it into a paper form and I still used my planner every day. So I'm excited to be doing more planner videos. Definitely thumbs up if you're interested in them and if you want more, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I'm going to be a fourth year teacher teaching 3rd grade again this year. I taught 5th grade for 2 years and now this will be my 2nd year teaching 3rd grade. This is my planner cover from last year. I did make my own planner cover and it's so cute, but I'm gonna have to remake it because I laminated it at Staples with 10mm lamination sheets and it was too thick for my Happy Planner hole punch. So I'm gonna have to redo it and just do 5mm lamination sheets so it's able to be punched through with the hole punch. On this page, I just have some of my checklists for back to school. So I have like 2 classroom setup checklists, which I printed 4 to a page. This is just like what I made on PowerPoint. So I've been highlighting those as I go, and then I also have like an open house checklist. And then we get into my plans that I made on PowerPoint. I am currently going off of the schedule that we had last year in 3rd grade. My school changes the schedule every year so that different grades have like different lunches and recess times. So I still don't know, and I probably won't know until I go back to work on the 29th of August. I planned in depth the first like 5 days of school. And I also just did an outline of my whole group lessons for writing, reading, and math, and then science, social studies. So this is last year's schedule. I just broke it down for myself. This is the exact schedule I followed last year. Our lunch and recess time may not be 11 to 12. It's probably going to be different. But that's just what I have for now because again, I'm going off of last year's schedule. So that's pretty much the only thing that's going to change. And then also we don't know when we have our specials yet. So I will add that in when I know. But other than that, I can just move things around. Everything's still going to stay the same, just the times might change. I'm going to use these pages that I already made because I basically already planned the first 5 days out in depth. And I'm just going to transfer that into my actual planner inserts. Planner inserts that I have on my Teachers Pay Teachers store that you can purchase. And I just made a huge update to my teacher planner product on TPT. So if you're interested in getting my inserts and a ton more because it comes with so many options, you can check out my Teachers Pay Teachers store. I'm just going to take these out for now. This is what I love about the Happy Planner. You can just rip these pages out, put them back in, and it's all good. So this layout is a little bit different, I think, than the layout I have on Teachers Pay Teachers right now, because the thing with me is I always love to switch it up, so I'll change like the font. So for this first day of school, it's on a Thursday, and then we have a long weekend. So there's literally only one day this week to plan. The rest, Monday I don't even have work. Tuesday I start work. Wednesday is more teacher workday stuff, and then Thursday is the first day of school. Friday there's no school or work. Then we go into the next week, which we have no school Monday for Labor Day weekend, and then we go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that is what I'm going to be playing in this video. For the first day, I have all my plans right here. I kind of have a list of procedures just to make sure I'm hitting those procedures that day, but I'm just going to focus on like this for my planner. So for writing, we are going to be doing class rules booklet rule number 1. So for the first 3 days of school, I'm doing 1 class rule like in depth. Like they're gonna know the 3 class rules in the first day, but we're gonna like kind of go in depth with each one for the first 3 days of school. For writing time, I'm just gonna write class rules booklet number 1. That is not really centered and it's gonna bother me, but that's fine. I'm getting a lot better with like little things like that. Then reading, we are reading, I'm gonna put read aloud, all are welcome, and then in parentheses respect people, because that's class rule number 1. So we're reading like a read aloud to go along with the class rule to have like a deeper discussion about it. So all are welcome, I write so big. All are welcome, read aloud. And actually I'm just gonna put the rule over here, respect people. Okay. Then we have centers for reading. I don't know if I'm gonna list centers in my planner. I don't typically do that like when we get into our normal routine, but I don't know if I want to do it for the beginning of the year because it might be helpful. But again, I do literally have this already printed out for myself, but we'll see. Like, I don't know if I can fit it all. If I write really small, I just write really big. Yeah, for centers I'll do bullet points. So set up take home folder, and sign consequences. Center 2 is find someone who, and center 3 is get to know Miss DeMello. I'm just gonna do another bullet point, reading, and it's going into the math box. That's aggravating, but yeah, reading inventory. Okay. Then for math, for whole group, we're going to set up math folder, and then our 3 centers are gonna be math about me. I'm just gonna put worksheet because that's a worksheet. Math inventory. And then for science and social studies, like I said, for the first few days or maybe a couple weeks, we're gonna be doing read alouds during that time. So we're gonna do the day you begin read aloud, and then it's just like our end of day stuff that I'm not gonna like write down. That's the first day of school. Friday there's no school, and I do have all my teacher planner stickers with me. I love stickers, I love planner stickers. I have so many, and I've had to like force myself not to buy more because especially like Happy Planner and stuff comes out with such cute ones every year, but I already have like so many. But yeah, maybe I can definitely find one that says like no school. Flip over to the second day of school. We're doing class rules booklet number 2. I'm just gonna take this out so that I don't have to write on these discs. How do I do it? Class rules booklet, okay. Class rules booklet number 2, which is respect learning. For reading whole group, we're reading That's Not Fair. I like to have everything like matching. Like if I'm doing like a consecutive type lesson thing, like the class rules booklet, we're doing a part each day. I like it to literally look exactly the same, if that makes sense. Okay, now I need to list the centers. So for the second day, we're gonna do my beginning of the year survey that I like to give to my kids. So BOY survey. We're going to set up our reading folders. I hate when I go out of the lines. And then the third center is they're gonna do like group charts, like anchor charts with their group for like what makes a good teacher and what makes a good classmate. So I'll just put good teacher / classmate. And then for independent reading, we're gonna be talking about what makes a good reader, because we're not gonna jump into independent reading until after we reveal our class library on the 3rd day of school, and then we're still gonna talk a little bit more about like picking a right book and things like that before we jump in. So good teacher, classmate charts, what makes a good reader. All right, for math, we're gonna talk about what makes a good mathematician in whole group. First center is worksheet. second center, I'm going to kind of walk them through using ST Math on their Chromebooks because we have to go over Chromebook expectations. And then for the third center, they're gonna practice doing ST Math more so on their own. Obviously, I'll still be there, but I'll try to like lead them through it. For the first center and the second center, they would like practice as if it were like the real thing. Teacher-led ST Math, and then student practice ST Math. Then for the end of the day, our read aloud is going to be, I think I wrote this different than, yeah, I did opposite, it's fine. Read aloud, Your Name is a Song. Now on to Wednesday. So I'm gonna just pop this back in and flip over. And now I need the third day. Oh yeah, the third day of third grade, so exciting. So the third day of third grade is something that I've done, well, I did it in 5th grade, so it was the 5th day of 5th grade. It's like a grade level day celebration. It's really fun. I talked about it on my Instagram, so definitely check out that post if you haven't seen it. But basically, like, you can make it what you want it to be. Like, if you want to make it really exciting and fun, you can hype it up. If you want it to just be more like not that big of a deal, you can do a couple little things just to make it a little bit extra special, but it's obviously up to you like how extravagant you want it to be. So for me, I like to do like a big number balloon to take a picture with at some point during the school day. I like to do our class library reveal. So for the first few days of school, it will be covered up with sticky anchor chart paper, and then I'll have the kids on the 3rd day, or when I was in 5th grade, it would be the 5th day. I'll pick a student to peel off each piece of the anchor charts until we fully reveal our class library, and then we talk about our library expectations, and we just make it really fun. And we also get like our group supplies. So like on the first day of school, all they'll have is a pencil. I don't put the group caddies out until we go over the expectations, which will be on the 3rd day of 3rd grade. Class rules booklet number 3. And that is respect property. Reading whole group is what if everybody did that? Read aloud. Okay, and then centers for reading, they're getting their group and personal supplies. Their second center is going to be setting up their reading notebook, and third center is decorating their reading notebook cover and the class rules booklet that we finished earlier that day. So decorate cover and rules booklet. For independent reading time, we're doing our class library reveal. Then for math time, we're setting up our math notebook that day. And then for math centers, we're doing a worksheet, decorating our math notebook cover. And then while they do ST Math, I'm gonna pull kids to do the little photo op with the big 3 balloon. So ST Math and photo op. Our read aloud for that day is going to be Our Class is a Family. I also like to read that book on our grade level day. It's also something that I like to read on the last day of school as well. Our class is a family. Read aloud. On to the 4th day of school. For writing, we are done going over our class rules, so we are going to set up morning journal, and then from then on they can do their normal morning work. So like for the first few days of school, I'll have to set out like a word search or like an all about me page for morning work, because I obviously have to explain how they do their morning journal, and we have to practice together. So on the 4th day of school, we finally get a chance to go over our morning journal and set it up together and then do some practice together. So set up morning journal. We're gonna do writing prompt together. Then for reading whole group, we're gonna do some type of class rules activity. I want them to work like in groups. Maybe they'll create a little poster for each class rule or something like that. Class rules activity. Oh, I forgot I have to do centers, so I don't have a lot of room. Centers, teacher-led. Okay, so this is where we already start diving into some more heavy duty work, I guess, real third grade work. So our reading center workbook and our math center workbook is something I started last year in third grade, and I really like it. So basically it's just a little packet for the whole week of reading skills, and then for the math packet, math skills that we are learning that week, and that kind of match our Wonders curriculum as well. I think I just lost a bunch of footage. So we are now on Friday, which is September 8th. It will be our 5th day of school. For writing, we are setting up our writing journal, not to be confused with our morning journal. So we have a morning journal, which is gonna be their morning work, like a writing prompt, and a writing journal, which is where we write our process writing. So they do like a personal narrative in the beginning of the year. We do an informative essay, which is, we did biographies last year, and then a persuasive essay towards the end of the year. For the Friday, we're gonna be setting up writing journal. For reading whole group, we're gonna glue in Unit 1 anchor charts. For centers, we're gonna do student practice, reading center workbook, teacher-led Wonders Online. Wonders Online is another center we do almost every day, so we're gonna practice right away. I can assign them different little, it's kind of like, I don't want to say a video game, it's like a little activity they have to do on the Wonders website that goes along with the skills for that week. So it's just like a virtual component that kind of switches things up, because again, I have them doing the skills like on a worksheet. They do the Wonders Online little activities. I call them Wonders assignments. And then student practice Wonders. And then for independent reading time, we're gonna do a book tasting. It would be a really fun way to end the week. So we're gonna do a book tasting, because the day before we were talking about different genres, and that Friday, the next day, we will be doing a little book tasting. I still don't know exactly what that will look like, because it's only gonna be about 15 minutes. So it's not gonna be like a full classroom transformation, but I do wanna make it somewhat special. And then for math, I wanted to start the math curriculum. This is only going to be my 4th year teaching, but I've done it where I've done full-on classroom community only for like 3 to 4 weeks, and then I've done it where I've started curriculum sooner. And that doesn't mean you're not doing classroom community stuff, but it just means you're jumping into the actual academic routine, and I think that's important too. Like, I don't expect the first unit to go amazing or perfectly, but I want them to get into that routine, because we're quite literally going to be doing that every single day for the whole school year, and they need to get those routines and expectations down. And we're still going to be doing classroom community stuff every single day. We do a big morning meeting every morning. We are doing things throughout the day, chat time, brain breaks. For that Friday, my plan as of now is to do an illustrative math lesson, which is our curriculum. So illustrative math, lesson 1, nothing too crazy, really not a lot of pressure on it. It's just to get into our routine. For centers for math, we're gonna do student practice, math center workbook, student practice ST math, and then a reflection. Our read aloud for that day is gonna be The Magical Yet, which is a good one. That is the first 5 days of school. Planned out my planner. Like I kind of mentioned, I will definitely be using these printouts for the first few days. I do still like to have it written down in here, especially just to look back on and stuff, and to have readily available on my desk. But I think this is gonna be like my ride or die for the first few days. I love how I just have the procedures right here and our schedule right there. I know what we're doing, I know what procedures I need to hit, and it's just all very condensed here, and it's color coded, so I just really like it. If you have any specific planning related videos or just videos in general that you want to see, definitely leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.